Hi, welcome to Tyler Matters. I'm Christy Boyette, and today we're talking with the Solid Waste Director for the City of Tyler, Russ Jackson. Welcome, Russ.
Good morning.
Tell us about the Solid Waste Department and a normal day for our guys out there.
Well, we're the guys that come to pick up your trash. I mean, that's the Solid Waste is the trash hauler for the residential City Tyler, and we come out twice a week to service our customers, and we try to do it the best efficient way we can, and hope that in the meantime we are doing that.
So how do you know if it's the best efficient way? What are some of the things that you do to find the best way to pick up the trash?
Well, we're always trying to look at the cost and trying to keep our taxpayers down and keep we're the lowest in the state, and as far as the actual cost of twice a week service, and so we're proud of that, but we want to keep that tradition going, and so we're always trying to be efficient at what we're doing. We're looking at pilot programs time to time, and to see how we pick up trash. Can we pick it up more efficiently? It's expensive. Truck gets about 3 miles to the gallon, so we got to find what can we do to curb that, and some of that's even going through our changes in our operations with operating a CNG truck, and that's compressed natural gas. It doesn't run on diesel. A lot more efficient. It's more environmental friendly, and the big thing we like is the cost of fuel. Right now the average cost is about $3.60 a gallon, and it's costing us about $1.88 a gallon with us in our system.
We're using the CNG.
And that's through the CNG, and it's proven to be a very cost-effective approach to changing business and new direction for Tyler.
Right. And how many of those CNG trucks do you have right now?
We've got 7, and we're looking at possibly 4 or 5 more coming in. We have about, and this is the heavy-duty trucks. We do have some light-duty biofuel trucks that operate off of CNG and unleaded fuel, and that's also proven to be a valuable source of reducing costs.
Wow, that's really exciting. Have that coming up, and environmentally friendly as well.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. What they look at in each one of these trucks, if you're running diesel, we're probably reducing about 500 pounds is what they call NOx, which is the bad fumes that go into the environment. And by CNG, you're reducing that 500 pounds, and you start multiplying times 10 trucks, you've got 5,000 pounds of reduction in this area. And that's the kind of stuff that causes cancer, those things that breathing problems, asthma.
Right.
So we're trying to be on the leading edge of that process and helping the environment. But at the same time, we want to do the right thing, and it is saving money. This isn't just doing it because it's green. We want to do it because it is the right thing and saving money.
Great. Sounds like a great program. Well, tell us, what's the easiest way for one of the residential customers to find out when their garbage day is?
Well, we've got a website. Not everybody has web access, but the web has got full of information. You can go through and look at what we do, when we're going to do it, how we're going to do it. If not, then we would just call our local number, which is currently 903-531-1388. Get information you need for any problem you have.
Right. And then the website's tylersolidwaste.com?
That's correct.
Okay, great. So what can people do with their yard clippings? Like, they're putting their trash in the cart, but what about yard clippings and leaves?
Yard clippings, we just ask you to bag them up, and the weight is a particular concern. Don't need to be more than 50 pounds, and bag them up and put them out there with your trash.
Just next to the cart?
That's correct.
How can I get an old couch or some big bulky item picked up off of the curb?
Well, good question. We've got 2 times a year we do have what we call bulky item pickup. It's kind of an amnesty type thing for people to put these items at the curb, help you if you're cleaning out the house or you're moving, whatever the case may be. Then you can pile these things up during that week, and that's one way of doing it. Then, because it's out of the norm, you would just call the number or go on the website and give us contact, and we can make arrangements to come pick those items up. During the off bulky item pickup weeks, there are some costs. And so those are things that people have to consider.
Right. Tell me about the garbage carts. Like, what happens if a wheel falls off or something is broken with it?
Again, there's a simple web approach. You can simply just type in your cart is broken, and then we'll come with that work order. We reply, and we'll be out there within 3 to 5 business days to take care of that cart, replace it, repair it, whatever you need.
Oh, great. So when I'm putting my cart out at the street, where is the best place to put it?
Yeah,
it's always getting picked up.
Right. We don't want you putting it right next to your car, your mailbox. Those are things that we're trying not to target with our arms. When the truck comes by and that automation, the arm comes out, it needs to have that cleared. So we ask for about 6 foot of distance between objects right there at the curb.
Right. What happens if, like, my neighbor's friend parks in front of my garbage cart before y'all come to pick it up? What happens?
Well, that's something you just need to call, and unfortunately you need to complain. If you can't get in touch with your neighbor, then you need to contact us. And there's some special things we can handle, but letting us know about it is the best thing. So.
Okay. Let's talk about the drivers who are operating these giant garbage trucks. How do you ensure that they're being safe and that they're personally safe and keeping the other citizens safe?
Yeah, we're proud of what we're doing right now. There was a point in time where on average we would probably have about $40,000 or so in claims and damages. And as part of our reduction of cost in this attack through a system called DriveCam, which is an onboard camera system that coaches your driving habits. So if you got bad driving habits, it picks up on that and it'll do a camera action and shows what happens. If you rolled through a stop sign, it would pick that up. If you excessive braking, hard stops, those type of things, it causes the system to turn on and will coach your behaviors. And so we in turn we take that and use that as a tool and coach the driver. And we've actually saw reductions the first year we implemented. It was about went down from that $40,000 some odd dollar to around $13,000.
Wow.
So and plus that's what we look at is that saves taxpayer money, and that's why we're looking at doing that.
Absolutely. What else has come out of DriveCam? Have y'all recently won an award?
We did. The city has won an award and through our HR department, and they through DriveCam, and they're recognized as for that particular events of how we're doing business with that, and so it's an outstanding achievement.
Right. So besides picking up trash from residential customers, what else does the City of Tyler Solid Waste Department do?
Well, we do have a commercial side. A lot of people don't think about that we are a commercial business inside of government. We do pick up trash for customers that are business related. Construction, we have roll-off containers that we take out and let the construction debris be put in those containers. So we're real heavy in that area, roll-offs and front-load containers. We also do commercial recycling, and so those are some things that, as a business approach, it actually helps offset, again, taxpayer money. By us doing the commercial side, it helps offset some of our expenses, and that's our biggest attack, is how can we keep everything's going up, and so we've done our best to maintain this as lowest level as we can, and we're still looking at ways to tweaking it and keeping it that way for a long time.
Now, you mentioned commercial recycling. Tell me more about that, and then what other recycling programs you have.
Well, commercial recycling, we've got some businesses out there. All GMC is one of them. We have a metal bin out there. We actually take their front bumpers and rear bumpers off of vehicles that are that's a plastic bumper, and so they have containers for us to do that. We take their cardboard. Everything comes in parts, panels, whatever. They come in cardboard. So we've got an excellent system in working with them, and we take all that product and we process it, and it's just like a bumper. 2002 and newer bumpers are a recyclable product, and we take that and put it out back into instead of going to the landfill with it.
Right.
And that is the aim. We're trying to be more caretakers do the right thing. There's some things that are just still got to go out to landfill. We don't have a choice on, but we're trying to do this education and to help people understand there's a lot of things that can be recycled. And on the commercial side, we have on the residential side, we have about 3,000 customers that are utilizing carts where we come by their house. Again, that is good that we're recycling, but it's not cost effective, and so it's actually causing us to look at, do we have to go up in cost? How can we do this differently? And so when a truck comes by at 3 miles to the gallon, you're not saving much money, you're not helping the carbon footprint. So what we're asking people to do is utilize our center more, and we're taking in things from
At the drop-off recycling
at the drop-off
center?
recycle center. It's at 418 North Bodart, right next to our administration office. And we're taking in metal that we've never done before. We're taking in motor oil, hydraulic oils. We're taking antifreeze. We're taking in aluminum. We're taking in, you've got a lot of people throw electric cords away, old lights, lamps. We take all that because then we can take those cords, cut them, and then we take them to our vendors that pay a price for the product, and we get these items back, and we've probably more than doubled our revenue by doing that, so it makes it more cost effective. It pays for the employees that are there working it, and so
and the utilities on that center.
and exactly, everything is keeping it open, and that was the goal, to take as much as we can. We're open 6 days a week now, 7 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, and then from 8 to 2 on Saturday. So never had that happen before, so we're trying to do more availability. But our encouragement is to people to consider the carbon footprint, then bring it to the center, and it helps out in greater ways.
Because them driving their own car downtown
is a whole lot cheaper than the trucks coming by.
Right.
But at the same time, a lot of people don't have that capability, and so that's what this is really good for, is to bring it by and go from there. And so that aspect of it is growing, and we're glad to see that. We're working with some of our schools with some reduced rates and some new ingenuitive type ways of picking up recycle. So we're excited about educating our young people in our school system. So those little programs are developing now, and we're also looking for evaluating another site. We'd like to have another site in Tyler, and we would be excited to do that, and trying to find the facility that would work for us. And again,
another drop-off location.
Another drop-off location. Got to afford it, so we've got to find what's the best possible scenario for us. So that's what it's just part of our evaluation of how city does things. We're just exploring and what can we do to make it better.
Right. So you're taking all of those new items at the drop-off center, but also you still take the aluminum cans, the 1 and 2 plastic.
That's correct.
What about glass?
Glass, we do take the glass, and except for blue color glass, we take most every color except blue.
All right.
That's just the source they don't take it, and we take the glass there. We don't want glass going into the residential carts.
Right.
We want to just have that here at the center, and so those things are.
And cardboard, from your cereal box all the way to your. What's your
get a package in the mail.
Yeah.
That's correct. And if you move into town, we can take all those boxes. And we're working on other things. We're looking at trying to find foam type machinery that we can reduce foam and be able to sell that. And so we're just trying to explore all kinds of opportunities that are out there. The unfortunate thing, those things cost, so we have to look for grants and those type of things.
Well, and you were talking a little bit about educating the younger generation.
Right.
What type of things are y'all doing at the center? I think I've heard that you do tours for
We
groups.
do. We do tours to get people to come out, and really ask everybody to come look and see what we're doing, because it's not the same as it was a year ago.
Right.
And to look at that and bring your schools out, the more we're educated on it, the better we are. In general, there was a survey made that people feel better about themselves when they recycle, and it was like an 80% ratio of feeling good.
Right.
And not only is it feeling good, it's doing good, it's doing the right thing. And so we're just trying to put that product and put it back out so it can be reused, and thus it doesn't fill up the landfill.
Right.
And we want to look at that. We've got enough space out the landfill for over 300 years at our present rate.
Right.
The goal, though, is to be good stewards of what are we doing with the landfill.
Right, and then you can extend that time frame even longer.
Even longer,
if
that's
you're
correct.
recycling more.
That's correct.
Great. Well, what else do you want to let everyone know that's going on at Solid Waste?
Well, just that we're redoing things. We're always looking at things, how we do business. So if you see things that might not be adding up, it's because we're always reviewing how trucks are going through your neighborhood.
Right.
So there might be some route changes. There might be things that we're doing at looking even at reduction of routes, and the aspect of becoming leaner. Right now, currently, our automated system is a two-man unit. Well, we'd like to see it a one-man unit.
Right.
And that's where the automation really comes into place. And so that'll help reduce those costs in that operation. How we're doing our routes, can we reduce the amount of routes we have, which means can we reduce the amount of trucks that are out there.
Right.
So those are goals that we're really looking at.
And once again, minimizing that carbon footprint.
That's correct.
And so the truck might not be coming by exactly at 10 a.m. when it usually does.
That's
'cause
correct.
You're looking at different options and finding the most efficient way.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you, Russ, for being with us today, and thank
Thank you.
you for watching Tyler Matters. Join us here again next time.